Consider this problem. 30% of 60% is 20% of what percent? Go ahead and take a minute to work on this example problem. Feel free to pause the video if you want to. Now, how can we go about solving this problem? Well, we need to know what some of these expressions mean. Whenever you see the word is, if you're writing a math equation, you need to replace it with the equal sign. Now, what about the word of? So let's say if we want to find the value of 40% of 200. What is 40% of 200? To get 40% of 200, all you need to do is multiply 200 by 0.40. 0.40 is the decimal equivalent of 40%. To change a percentage to a decimal, divide by 100, or you can move the decimal point 2 units to the left. So 0.4 times 200, that's equal to 80. So 40% of 200 is 80. So whenever you see the word of, it tells you that you need to multiply. So let's use this in order to solve this particular problem. So how can we turn this question into an equation? Well, let's begin. Let's start with the first part, 30% of 60%. So what is 30% as a decimal? 30 divided by 100 is 0.30. So 30% is equal to 0.30. 30% of 60%, which means we need to multiply. 60% as a decimal is 0.60. And then we have the word is, which we can replace with equal. So is 20%. 20 divided by 100 is 0.20. Is 20% of what percent? So that missing percent is what we need to find. So that's going to be the unknown, which let's call it x, because we want to find the value of that missing variable. So this is the equation. 0.30 times 0.60 is equal to 0.20 times x. So now all we need to do is calculate x. In order to do that, we need to get x by itself on the right side of the equation. So we got to get rid of the 0.20. We could divide both sides by 0.20 to do that. 0.20 divided by itself is just 1. So those numbers will cancel, giving us the x variable on the right side. On the left, we have 0.60 divided by 0.20. 60 divided by 20 is 3. So we're going to have 0.30 times 3. 30 times 3 is 90. So 0.30 times 3 is going to be 0.90. And so this is our answer as a decimal. Now what is 0.90 as a percent? 0.90 as a percent, if you multiply it by 100, that's going to be 90%. So that is the answer to the question. 30% of 60% is 20% of 90%. Now you might be wondering, is there an easier way or a shorter way to solve a problem like this in your head, mentally, without the use of a calculator? It turns out that there is. Here's what you can do. Replace 30% with 3 and 60% with 6. And then is or equal to 20%, replace that with 2. And then the missing number, which we can call, let's put a question mark. So 3 times 6 is equal to 2 times what number? 3 times 6 is 18. 2 times what number is 18? Well, we know that 2 times 9 is 18. So this is going to be our answer, 90%. If 3 corresponds to 30%, and if 6 corresponds to 60%, and if 2 corresponds to 20%, 9 must correspond to 90%. So that's a shortcut way to solve a problem like this mentally. So let me give you another example problem where you can put this into practice. 30% of 40% is 20% of what percent? So to do it quickly, 3 times 4 is equal to 2 times what number? Well, 3 times 4 is 12. Now, 2 times what number is 12? This is going to be 2 times 6. So therefore, the answer is going to be 60%. And so that's how you can quickly solve this problem mentally in your head.